Hi, in the last video, we looked at some of the details around the crash, why it was happening, and how low can it go. And so what we looked at is the heat map specifically on coinglass.com to see what is sort of driving that crash. We looked at how the Bybit hack is connected to it and how there is a bunch of liquidations that is occurring. And we know that exchanges are benefiting from those liquidations. Also, in those two videos, I've explained that there isn't really a lot of sort of driving force down anymore, and will probably recover within 3 to 7 days. Although I did say that there's some analysts suggesting that it may go all the way down to like 70, 74, maybe 76 line. So it actually did go down to about 78.5, which is a few thousand lower on the Bitcoin specifically. But now we do see the recovery, and a lot of the liquidations occurring on the way up right now. So let me share my screen real quick. So let's see. Let's take a look. Right, as you can see here, this is the Bitcoin, specifically Binance, and we can look at some of the other data as well. But on Binance specifically, within last 24 hours, you see that there were some liquidations still go on the way down because people were, some I guess people were not anticipating it go down even further. As we can see, like yesterday, there was a flash crash almost. It did go down, a few thousand actually within a short period of time, and there were a lot of liquidations related to it. To that, you can also look at the liquidation history here as well, which does show what's liquidated as the price changes. But anyway, let's go back to this graph. So you can see it starts pumping, and there's liquidations occurring on the way up, which is very interesting. And I think in the next few days, we'll start seeing that pump happening across a lot of the crypto, because a lot of the FUD is slowly disappearing. We're at the lowest fear and greed index on fear side. We're at like 16, I think that was earlier this morning. And this is the good entry point for a lot of the investors, a lot of the institutional investors. And I suspect this will start moving up from now. Obviously, this is not a financial advice. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment. We just try to look at the graphs, understand the dynamics, and see like how all of these different factors impact the price of the cryptocurrencies. Well, anyway, so just want to encourage everyone. It's going to be a pivotal point. Plus, we are expecting some of the decisions on SEC about XRP lawsuit, and hopefully that will be in favor of Ripple. And hopefully that lawsuit is going to be dropped, or they will find some of the arrangement there of settlements, and it will get closed very soon. Also, we're expecting some of the ETF approvals. This may take a few weeks or maybe even months, but I suspect it's going to happen a bit quicker. I think the deadline was like September of this year, but I suspect those ETFs are going to get approved much sooner than that. Anyway, so a lot of good news ahead. Obviously, the tariffs are weighing in on this, although there is a very, very weak connection between the tariffs and the crypto prices at this point, besides the liquidity. But as we see that we actually had another economic data point yesterday where the job claims have skyrocketed. So that's actually a signal for the Fed to start thinking whether they need to make cuts. The inflation was, as expected, came in this morning, about 2.6 on annualized basis, which is right in line with expectations. So it's still a little bit hotter than the 2% that the Fed is expecting, but I think we're moving in a direction where they may consider further cuts anytime soon. And so those cuts will actually mean more liquidity for the market, because it's going to be easier to to borrow and leverage and use leverage to trade. And so that obviously creates more liquidity. Although I don't recommend doing leverage trading because it's very risky, especially for cryptocurrencies, as we see how volatile this is. And if something happens like a hack and it's beneficial for the crypto exchanges to start liquidating those positions, they may do it, as we can see. Hopefully there will be some regulations around that so that we don't see that in the future, where there's alleged market manipulation happening. And again, this is just my opinion. This is not implicating anyone or providing very strong evidence that they were manipulating the markets. But, as I pointed out in a couple of videos before, some of the analysis that was done by Zach Rector strongly suggests that there may have been some manipulation there. Again, allegations of manipulation. Again, anyway, so this is not legal, tax, or professional advice or financial advice in any way. Again, we're just looking at the dynamics in the market and trying to understand what's driving those changes. If you like it, hit subscribe and hit the like button, but also leave your comments below. I'm always interested in learning what you're interested in, what you're investing in, and what kind of questions you have. So thank you very much, and I hope you will enjoy this weekend.